Welcome to another video. I'm Miss Mark, and I'm rewatching Lost. I am filming the start of this video close to Christmas. It's December 6th. I don't know when this video will be finished, but I wanted to make a little vlog sort of documenting my whole start to finish process for my webcomic, Third Prince is the Charm, which you can read on Webtoons. Got this little notebook. This has all my outline notes for Third Prince. And then last but not least, I have my iPad. All the art is done on the iPad. So I have worked on this episode. This is episode 2. It's like chapter 2, kinda, but then I break it down into episodes for Webtoons. So for me, it's chapter 2. For Webtoons, it's gonna be episode 4, 5, and 6, probably. So what I do to plan the episode is my goal is to aim for like around 22 pages of actual comic pages, and then I have like a chapter title page and all that. But 22 pages of actual comic content. And what I do is I just write a numbered list, 1 through 22, and I fill it in with the events. So I kind of aim for like the first couple of pages are like setting the context, setting the mood for the chapter. Around halfway through is like a bit more of a climax. And then we have the last couple pages sort of are a bit of a cliffhanger for like to lead to the next chapter. So what I personally like to do when I'm writing a script is I like to draw it at the same time. You're basically doing your page layout, and I can't just write a script and picture it in my head. I have to draw it. So I'm gonna take this and hopefully rough it out on here. Okay. So I got this layout. I'm gonna give it just a bit more space in case I want to make notes. So I have this idea, who knows if it'll happen, but I have this idea that I do want to print Third Prince is the Charm someday. So when I lay out the pages, I am trying to lay them out as like a book. That's not, my first goal is not scrolling comics, although I do format it for that. My first goal is page comics. So let's go up here to the top, and we're gonna write what this is, just so that I don't get confused, I guess. I don't know. We'd have, technically that would be blank. And then we'd have the chapter title page. Okay, so I didn't film the whole thing, obviously, but I did lay out for the entire chapter. Doesn't this make it look so small? See, doesn't this look so doable? It is just under 100 panels, so don't be fooled, it's gonna be a lot of work. What I'm actually gonna do now, this is so responsible of me, I'm actually gonna go through and make note of any photo references that I want. I never do that. I never ever do that, but I've got it laid out. I even have like different camera angles planned. Like I could do a lot of, I don't know, what would you call it? Pre-gaming? Pre-planning? Planning? The main thing that I like really need references for is actually these first couple of pages These take place inside the castle in like a parlor or something, so I need to find some photos for that. And then the rest is woods and the lake. So what I like to do for my comic is I go to the website Unsplash. And there is an Unsplash plus that you can pay for, but the images that are not plus are free for any creative use. Hi everyone, it's Miss Mark jumping in here with a voiceover. I am struggling through a little bit of a cold, so if I sound very husky, that's why. But one thing I realized I didn't really explain very well in this video is the format that I'm going for with Third Prince as the charm. So I wanted to kind of try out drawing a graphic novel as opposed to a scrolling webtoon. And so when I write and I plan Third Prince as the Charm, first and foremost, I plan it as a graphic novel. Like it's going to be printed with facing pages and all that kind of stuff. But because I don't know when I'll ever get the chance to print it or how that will work, I'm allowing myself to also format it a little bit, reformat a little bit to turn it into a scrolling comic for Webtoons. And that's purely because I don't know how else to share it currently. Someday I will figure out how to print it, I hope. But so in this video, when I talk about chapter 2 versus like episode 4, 5, and 6, it's because in terms of writing, I plan this as a chapter 2. But when kind of breaking it down to make it more digestible, I guess, for Webtoons, I break it into smaller episodes. So yeah, the outline or like the layout that you saw me do at the beginning, that's for the whole chapter, but then I break that into 3 smaller episodes for Webtoons. So that's that. And one reason that I'm doing this is I actually have a comic that I'm working on. You guys may have heard me talk about if you've been around for a bit. I'm working on a comic called Sugar Serpent, which I very, very much want to be. I want it to be a traditional manga format. But before I tackle that, I decided to basically use Third Prince as a test run for kind of getting my feet wet with black and white comics, pages, like graphic novel pages instead of scrolling, screen tones, like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Third Prince is a bit of it's almost like just an exercise for me to get my feet wet in the graphic novel format and gain a little bit of confidence and a little bit of experience before I tackle something big like Sugar Serpent, because Sugar Serpent will be pretty massive. If you're interested in learning about Sugar Serpent, I post about it over on Patreon. So yeah, I just wanted to jump in and clarify that and hopefully make this make sense. Hi. I don't remember the last time I checked in, but we are happily inking right along. I have 6 more panels to ink for and then I'll have 7 pages done. For like breaking it down for Webtoons into the smaller episodes, I only have 6 panels left to do. And actually most of them are pretty simple. So I'm gonna just push through and get them all done tonight. And then we can start toning. Yay! Here we go. All 7 pages necessary for episode 4 are ready. Or inked. They're not ready. They're inked. And it's just after 8. I was like considering just going right on to toning, but my brain wants to stop. I want to be done for today. So I think I'm gonna play video games or something and pick up with this tomorrow, but I'm pretty pleased with the inking. There we go. Alright, I'm back home from my day job. Just finished dinner and dinner cleanup. And time to get to work. I had like a weirdly calm, relaxed day at my day job. And I actually got the whole first 7 pages toned in for third print. So I didn't expect to get that all done today, but I did. So why is it so dirty? Come here and see. So this essentially from here to here would be the first, would be the next episode on Webtoons, and it's all toned. So next up is lettering, and I almost was gonna work on that at work, but I didn't have my physical keyboard with me, so didn't work on it. That's what we're gonna do tonight. But I got something in the mail. We're gonna see how it works. Whoa, under this super soft bag. Nice. Here we go. That's satisfying. Alright, so put it here. There's no like bounce, which is what I wanted. So now I can take my iPad. Okay, the case might have. Oh no, we'll just fold the case like this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, fantastic. Here we go. Time to do some lettering. About to go to bed and realized I hadn't checked in. The whole episode is now lettered, and I actually did export it, so it's ready to open up on my desktop computer and do a little bit of tweaking with the layout to make it work for Webtoons, and then it will be ready to go. So if you're watching this, it's up, it's published. So if you want to read it, you can go over to Webtoons to read my comic Third Princess the Charm for free. If you do go read it, don't forget to comment what you think. Constructive feedback is appreciated, as well as just compliments. Anyway, Hope you enjoyed coming along with me for this crazy ride. Technically, the whole chapter still has 20 pages left in it, but this little chunk that's gonna go up on Webtoons, this is done. First 7 pages are done, so gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go to bed, get some sleep, and then get up and do the same thing tomorrow. All right, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.